Kevin's log. Ourdate 12/13/2025. I switched gears again. I'm working right now on getting the solar stuff functioning out here in the shop. Not because I need it, just because, you know, I can come out here, get the fire started, and have a few lights and still do stuff. Especially, you know, as much battery powered stuff as I have, I can still accomplish something. So I'm gonna, right now my only main goal is getting the two panels outside hooked to the charge controller. Charge controller is already hooked up to the battery. Kind of surprised there's that much voltage in it because I was kind of using it for a while without anything hooked up to it. Let's see. I need these. I need that, and one of my rings came off also, so I'll have to put a new ring on it. It is right now outside very cold, so I'm having to come in fairly often. I'll go down through the alley, sneak through. And at the moment, I've just got these sitting like this. But I did notice one of my terminals got pulled off. So I'll get these hooked up. I got this run out here. That's 2 gauge aluminum. So what is that? 4 gauge copper, whatever. All right. Yeah. Okay. Go show how long I've been out of that. I can't even. It's not intuitive anymore. So I got it running out through here. So it should be just long enough. I'll have to pull a little bit more out to hook it up and then pull it back in, hook it up to the distribution blocks, and run it into the battery. And it's actually amazing. I don't think this structure is even going to get in the way of where the sun is right now, because the sun comes across here and then goes down over there, which feels really weird, but it's just the way it goes. So. It's one of those things I don't really need to do, but at the same time, I probably really need to do it. I've got strips of LED in here. Somewhere, where'd I put them? They were sitting right here. So I probably put them over here and lost them. Okay, guess I won't be doing that. They're right here. They were right there. They are. Yeah, here, these. So that's what lit up my my house. It's not super bright, but it's enough. It's enough. It works very well when you have no other light. So it'll be working. That'll be, not sure how I'm going to do it, but yeah, I had those strips in my bedroom, my bathroom, my hallway, living room, kitchen, everywhere. Those strips lit my entire, it was a mobile home, but lit my entire house. And I got that tiny little inverter. The big inverter's in the house. Totally different system. But I think I might try to tie them together so I've got power. I should probably put one of the bigger panels out there. I don't know how well that will work, but I'll have this panel coming in this controller, going to the battery, jumping to the other battery in the house, which is also going to have a big panel, a controller going to the battery. I've never seen anybody do that. And the only reason I want to do that is just, it's probably not going to work like I want it to. Mathematically speaking, I don't see it. But I want to try it. Because I want to try it. So, and there should be some sort of isolation between these two batteries, but if I do that, then they won't be combining the power. It sounds so stupid. Because in order for that to work correctly, I'd probably need okay, without doing the math, I'm going to say I'm going to need probably at least odd gauge wire for that to even be feasible. But I still want to try it. Still want to try it. Because that's a pretty good run. That's 30 plus feet. Maybe 40 feet. Of course, I could put the batteries, I could put the battery in that corner and then put the battery that's in the house in the corner closest to that corner, drop it down to about 15 feet, 16 feet. But that's not running down, under, back up. And I'm going to have to bury it. Ugh. So, I don't see it happening, but if I get to do it, I do have this 2 gauge. I can just run it between there just to see. Just to see, just because, just because. Anyway, now I'm done being silly. I get this hooked up. Got these left over from the car stereo days. I'm going to hook those up as my distribution blocks to go for the 2 gauge to go into, and then I can run 10 gauge into this because I don't think that's ever had more than 20 amps. I don't think I've ever seen more than 20 amp. I'd have to go back and look at my videos because I did have a record high right after I hooked it up in the other cabin. But I think it was like 18 or 19 amps. So, and that's coming in. 2 gauge wire is fine. Going to the battery. Pushing it a little bit. But that's what's kind of silly. Most of these controllers that are only 30 amp, you can't get anything, you can barely get a 10 gauge in there. So, I'm kind of limited that way, but I can still make them as short as possible, which will reduce any problems. So, enough of that. You guys probably already know all that shit. I'm just blabbing. So, I'm going to get back on that. Dawn does have to work tonight. Hopefully I'll get this done in the next hour. I'm going to have to build a frame eventually. I'm not going to mess with it today. It's too freaking cold. Okay, so tonight is supposed to be, well, yesterday they said it was going to be 7 degrees. Today they said it's going to be 8 degrees. So, you know, can't, yeah, whatever. So I'm going to not worry about that tarp out there, because trying to move it around in this kind of weather, I'm likely to break it, tear it, destroy it. Wait for a warmer day to finish. It is tied down on one side, so hopefully, you know, if the wind gets to kicking, it's not an issue. And if it is an issue, it'll just blow it off the frame. Whatever. I'll deal with that at a later date. So I'm going to get this finished. I really wish I'd have insulated this floor, because, well, my feet are a little cold, but not as cold as I thought they would be. Out in the shop out there, I'm fine. But in here, not so much. And I don't see any weirdness going on in here, so good. All right. Bumbling Fool signing off.